Right, for this video I'm going to do some demolition tactics. For the class I went with a sort of standard assault class, so I'm going to go with an M16 with red dot sight, with urban camo. Second I'm going to go with my favourite shotgun with the grip. My equipment is frag grenades, stun grenades. I went with scavenger, stopping power and steady aim. I think that's so your basic assault rifle class for a demolition rogue. Death streak doesn't really matter, I just went with painkiller, but the most important part is definitely what you name it. You have to give it the awesome name. It's because it's so good at killing, I'm going to call it the Obliterator. I'm just going to quickly spell this, and I'm even going to throw in some numbers rather than letters. Okay, now we've got our class set up, we're ready to play a game of demolition. Now, the key strategy to demolition is to get the most points. So you do this by capturing the objectives. Now, people get greedy on this and try and capture all 3. No, you don't want to do that. You want to only capture 2. If you can just keep hold of 2 and the enemy's 1, you're going to double their score. So what do you want 3 for?
Domination.
Right, so as soon as the game starts, what you want to do is you want to check that someone's going to your own capture point first. Sometimes it has happened where everyone runs to B and leaves out their own one, so just make sure at least one person's going. Now, I hate it when your teammates all run to it, which my teammates did. I think they're trying to get the points off it or something, so they all ran at it, just me and one other guy. So if you're playing with your friends, don't do that. Only one of you needs to go and capture that C. It's best that you all go for B. Now, don't be hasty and just sprint at it. Take your time, cover. Remember, it only needs one person to capture it, so I've seen my teammate running at it. And I'm going to hang back a little bit, take out that person, make sure the area's clear, ready for people. And there seems to be a little camper back there. Okay. You have priorities in an objective game. The first priority is winning, i.e. getting the most points for your team. The second priority is a positive kill-death ratio. So, in this game, I don't go my usual, 20-yard kills and less than 5 deaths. I do get just about 2 times 2.0 kill death ratio, but our team wins by miles. Right, now that we've captured both, you don't want to be aggressive. Don't just try and run for theirs now. What I'm doing is, you want to be defensive, and the best defense is, ironically, a good offense. So you need to attack, but not too much. Right, they went for our point, so we're going for theirs now. Okay, so we switch sides, which is good because this side's much easier to defend because you can get high up and shoot down, you get the high ground. So, like I was saying, don't get greedy, don't go for 3, just keep 2. If they're going for one of yours, then go for it, obviously. But when you have 2, defend but be offensive. Attack them at their spawn locations, but don't go so offensive you actually try to start capturing their point. Just sit back, take them out as they make the run to your controlled zones. When I played that, I thought that was a dead body at first, but I can now see that it's actually a person. So I missed out on a kill there. Doesn't matter. So anyway, now we've got the 2 easiest ones to defend our team, so we can sit up and shoot down at them and let them spawn A. Just let them have A. We're still going to double the amount of points they get anyway. So I'm just not being hasty. I'm not just going to sprint towards it thinking we need all the points. Taking my time. I should have seen him. I was concentrating too much on the radar and it didn't show his dart because he had cold blood. But that was my mistake. So I was playing with a couple of friends at this point, but we got disconnected in the party, so it doesn't show on the screen that they're blue, but we did all make it on the same game. Seems that there's a couple of campers on the other team, which is good because we don't want to be taking that point anyway. They can sit there and defend it all they want. We're not going to take it. I'm going to let them have it. So I've learned my lesson, I'm getting my shotgun out ready. Right, now I've got a nice position up here. I can see down on a lot of their spawns. So you can quickly rack up some kills. This is a good position to be in. I'm close enough to their spawn but far enough back to not be too offensive and let the enemy spawn. If you start going over to A and start capturing it, the enemy's going to spawn somewhere else on the map, and it could be right behind you, and you're going to lose both points in like a minute because you were too offensive. And so at least I managed to get a few kills now. Remember your priorities, we're winning, we've got a nice lead, we've got both points, we're doubling their score. I can work on getting a few kills now. My kill streak rewards were Harriers, AC-130 and the nuke, but that wasn't the best choice for this game. I was playing Team Deathmatch just before this and I forgot to change them. I would suggest go with something a bit lower, like perhaps a precision airstrike or predator missile, and even a UAV jammer. They're really good at domination, because you can jam them then capture all the points before the enemy even knows it. A lot of people play deathmatch and they're just going for kills, which sort of defeats the objective of playing it. Why don't you just play team deathmatch? So I'm not worried too much about my kill death ratio, as long as I'm not like getting loads of deaths and losing lots of kills over it. But I'm doing alright. I'm not doing amazing, I'm not doing like 25-2. I'm just doing an average sort of 2-point kill death ratio. So I'm not going into the enemy base, I'm still staying back, I'm just running back and forth, making sure they're not getting to any of our points. So the key to domination is capturing 2 points and holding them, and then being a good mixture between defensive and offensive. There's not too many enemies now. We've controlled their spawn locations enough so that our team can sort of have the easy job of sort of sitting around and just shooting them before they capture any of our points. We're in position now to win. The hardest bit is getting into a position like this ready. I'm just checking around, seeing if anyone's snuck by. That was a good double kill right there. So, if you go for point A and capture all three, the enemy has nowhere to spawn, so they start spawning all over the map, and that's when it really goes downhill from there. They spawn all over the map, and it's likely they'll capture 1, perhaps even 2. Then suddenly you're in the losing position, and they can be more cool and calm and controlled, and just keep doing what I'm doing now and just keep shooting you before you even capture anything. Then you could be in a lead and suddenly start losing because you got greedy. I mean, that's not to say it happens all the time. Sometimes you can capture 3 and keep it the entire game from the enemy, but don't risk it. You're gonna win the game with double points with just 2, so why go for 3? You're just gambling it all. It's like all or nothing really. You're just gambling it, and there's no point. Just hang back and don't be impatient and storm in on your own. If you do find that the enemy's starting to capture one of yours, don't just do what most people do, hear that they're losing point B and just sprint at it. A lot of people just turn their gun at it, sprint and spray and pray, hoping to take it all down. No, you want to sit back, take a deep breath and go in calm and controlled. Check your corners, check they're around everywhere. You can even let them capture it, so just to make sure there's none there, then take it back off them. Or another alternative is to go for their point now. If you start losing one of yours, you can either try and defend it or go for one of theirs. Now there's no right answer really. Well, of course the right answer is whichever one wins the game, but different games have different situations. You need to come up with a decision on your own. Like, where are your teammates and where are the enemies? How easy is it to capture this point? Okay, so we win this game from not being too attacked. I went with nearly 2 times kill death ratio. I was just 2 kills short. So remember, don't be too greedy and go for all 3. You only need 2 to win. So get the 2 and sort of defend them. And like it says, subscribe, rate, comment for more videos.